Hey, welcome back to Authenticity the Hard Way YouTube channel. I am your host, Asha Zalika, and I'm so grateful that you are here. I'm grateful I'm here. My last video was done on May 25th, I believe, a couple weeks ago. And it was just my first video after coming back after some pretty harsh experiences, and it was just breaking the ice, so to speak. I encourage you to watch that one, and then also there is a series on the podcast. It's the Broken series, season 3, episode 4. Season 3, episode 4, that has 4 parts. I'd encourage you to listen to those episodes. The third one deals with substance abuse, and so it can be very triggering. So if you are sensitive in that area, I would encourage you to listen carefully, or not listen at all. Don't jeopardize yourself. But it goes into detail about what I just experienced. And the fourth one is called Liberation After Destruction. It's pretty good. Some things have to totally be destroyed in order for you to begin again. Not go back and start over, but begin again. And that's where I am now. So take some time, listen to it. And today I'm going to be talking about going back to basics, because this is where I am. I am not starting over. That is done with. I am starting new. Everything is new. Like I am in a brand new apartment, brand new space. Air just cut on. Let me get a little bit closer. So this message, this back to the basics, actually stemmed from a message that I received from Spirit, from my guides. They start out with we, so it's a whole bunch of them. Then it narrows down to just Spirit. And it was done on March 21st. Right as I was trying to figure out, okay, what next? I'm going to read it to you just as it is. And the time period where they go back to is when, in my early 20s, I got saved. I didn't find Jesus, because Jesus wasn't lost. I was lost. I had built a relationship with Him, with the Holy Spirit, the Trinity. Learned about my angels. It was the basics. Like, I knew I was growing spiritually long before that, and it goes into that. But that was the pivot of my life, to begin learning about and operating in my calling. I'm just going to read it. We ask of you this simple question: have you forgotten? Have you forgotten of the times we shared long ago? Long before Insight Timer, long before affirmations and mantras, long before yoga, long before ascension, evolution, transcendentalism, long before social media, postings and scrollings, back when all that you had was just your pen, paper, Bible, and desire. It seems like a lifetime ago, and yes, indeed it was, almost 30 years or so now. It was a much simpler time then, yet the burdens and stress was still the same. You were still a sojourner in a foreign land, trying to find your way, trying to find yourself, trying to find herself. Then your desire to help others was just a small seed. Yet with the innocence of a young child, you believed in love and you believed in me. You believed to, wait, what? You believed in you. You believed that there had to be, oh no, you believed in me. Do you remember? Your belief was simple. You believed that there had to be someone or something out there that had to be bigger than your father, who could protect you from him. And when I was a little girl, my father was very abusive to me. And I would sit on my bed and look out at night. I would sit on my bed, look out, and stare at the stars and the moon. And I just, in all the dark sky, I just felt like there had to be something out there that would take care of me, that would protect me. And I wrote, yes, I remember things were so different. Yes, but do you remember, my dear? Start that over. Yes, but you are not different. You are still that little girl and young woman who believes in me. Please take the complexity out of your life and return to the basics, which is love. And come back home. Back to basics. Coming back home, back to the simplicity of how it all began. Everything has morphed in my life so much so. Like now we have social media, we have internet. You can look up everything. If you want to know something, you just open your phone, open your laptop, and go there. Ask Google, Gemini, Siri, whatever. Back in the day, when the libraries with no computers, you had to go and look through a card catalog. Long time ago. Newspapers still being delivered at the door. A much simpler time. And where I am now is looking for simplicity. Simply going back to the basics. And the basics for me is, how can I help? That's it. That simple desire got so mixed up and tangled up in the bigness that my life had gotten. So much input from other people. It was just horrible. Now that I look back, now that my life has completely been shattered. My life shattered. And I'm not trying to fix it. I'm not going back getting any of it. I'm starting fresh. I'm starting right now. And that requires going back to the basics. That requires doing some work. Work here, not from back there. Bringing back there here and trying to work my past into this. No, that's over there. I'm right here. I'm right now. Letting everything that's old is not coming here. I'm new. I am a new creation. And as I received that message, I was sitting here like, okay, well, my analytical mind was like, okay, so what does that look like? How do I do this? How do I just start new? And Spirit gave me some bullets. It's called Back to Basics. And the first one begins with just staying present and aware here and now. The Aries in me has me all over the place at one time. Literally. This in and of itself, staying present, cultivating presence, is like wrestling a lion or a ram, if you will. Wrestling with the Aries in me. Because I would literally wake up and it's so much to do. Just gotta do this, gotta do this. In here, I ain't gotta go through the bathroom yet. And I'm already tired. Right? I'm already tired. I haven't gotten out of the bed. So it has caused me this is work. Okay, let me say this. If you want to start new in your, if you are on the spiritual journey and are evolving, transforming yourself, elevating, ascending, all those words, metaphysical stuff. If you are trying to, let me simply water it down a little bit, make it more. If you're trying to be a better person, you want to be different, you want to be better. Understand that it can get messy and it will be hard. Coming out of previous versions of yourself is not easy. Yep, there it is. Venom. You know when Venom got Eddie and he was all over him, right? Just all over him. And he couldn't get out. The loud noise would, pull him, and you see Venom stretching and pulling away from Eddie, and that. Think of Venom as previous versions of yourself. You're trying to get out of, but they are clinging to you. That's a good analogy. That is a good visual too. I hope you can see that. And what ended up happening was that Eddie accepted Venom and they became one. This is good. But those versions of yourself they can't not live in you and continue operating in you if you want to become new. It doesn't work like that. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of commitment to becoming new. That is authenticity the hard way. It's pivoting away from, off of, out of the old version of you, and it's usually harsh experiences that cause wow, I need to do something different. I need to change. I need to evolve. I need to become different. And the first of that is the awareness. And it's training. You have to train yourself to stay present and aware. You have to train your mind to stop being in different places and focus right here, right now. What does that look like? That looks like you washing the dishes, and you are actually washing the dishes. You have a cup and you're washing the cup. You rinse the cup and you put the cup away. And I'm saying that because that's what I have to do. Because if I don't do that like that, then my mind will be all over the place. And that is the next bullet. Your thoughts. Stop reliving your past experiences. Your past experiences do not serve you now. It happened. It's over. It's done. You have to stop the experience from playing again in your present. Because if you allow that to keep happening, you are going to have that experience again. This you is going to experience that experience in this space. And it just may be more devastating than it was then. I hope that makes sense. It's called ruminating. And rumination is repeatedly and uncontrollably reviewing or dwelling on specific past events, especially those that are riddled with mistakes, regrets, or negative experiences. Stop that. And it's hard. It's training. It is training. You have to first be aware that you are there. You have to be aware that you're thinking there. You're here, but your mind is back there. You have to stay conscious. You have to stay present. You have to be aware that that is happening. Oh, whoa. Where'd that come from? Why am I thinking that? Okay, stop. I don't want to feel like that. Because those thoughts also come with feelings. And you could be riding high and enjoying yourself, and you have one thought that reminds you of the past, and then next thing you know, you are feeling the same exact way you were feeling in that experience 10, 20, 15 years ago. Right here and now. Change your whole day. Address the thought. First, become aware that you're thinking this. Then address it. For me, it is literally stopping and saying, no, I'm not thinking this. It happened. Now, it's very important to understand that you can't just say, no, I'm not going to think about this. There's a process. You literally have to address the thought, no, I'm not going to think about this. Acknowledge it. It happened. Yes, I did that. Yes, I said that. It's over though. It's over. I'm right here. I'm right now. I'm about to wash this plate. And literally focus on washing the plate. Sing a song. Mary had a little lamb. I'm washing this plate. Whatever you have to do. It sounds silly, but it's a technique to train your mind, train your thoughts. You may have to do it over and over and over. But just like building a muscle, it takes repetition. It takes repetition. Commitment to it. Gotta be committed. It's not going to be easy. Not at all. Focus in the present. Think about what you're thinking about. And if it doesn't feel good, if the thought changes your emotional state negatively, address the thought. I hope that makes sense. Another bullet, and you know what? If you would like these in further detail, I can email it to you. I will link my email address in the description. You can email me. I'll type it out, send it back to you. Next, you have to address any guilt, any shame, any regret, and most importantly, any unforgiveness that you have for yourself. You cannot begin new harboring these negative feelings towards yourself. How come we could be so eager to forgive other people, give other people passes, oh, you did that, we cool, but we won't do that for ourselves? To that own self. be true. Forgive yourself. Release yourself from the shame. Nobody else can do it for you. This is the work. This is the training. I keep using that word for a reason. You'll know later. Clear all of that out of yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Allow yourself to be forgiven. There's one thing because I'm dealing with that myself. Like, I've done some things recently. I'm like, why did you do that? I'm sorry. I forgive. You did it. Okay, so going forward, we're just not going to do that again, right? Stay present in the moment. You won't do that. Forgiveness. Get rid of the guilt. Get rid of the shame. Love yourself. How do I get rid of guilt? How do I get rid of shame? Love yourself. Love yourself. See yourself in a different light. See yourself in a different light. Whatever you would do for your friend, your husband, your wife, your whatever, to forgive them, to mend the relationship, do that for yourself. Do that for yourself. Then truthfully, speaking of relationships, truthfully examine your relationships. If you are in a relationship where you cannot be yourself, that is a problem, because you cannot become new if you are in a relationship where you can't even be you. If you're in a job that compromises the woman or man you are becoming, you cannot truly begin as that new person in an environment that will keep you as your old person. That's a hard one. They're all hard, but that's deep. You may have to walk away from some relationships. You may have to leave a job. You may have to go. I just saw the hermit card, the tarot hermit card. You may have to go in isolation from your own family. You may have to go. If I had enough money, I was going to go and rent a room for like a week just to get out of this space, to go and process what happened and process. I did it again. Hold on. Wait, come back. No, come here. Come here. Because I did the other video and lost my audio. So they didn't get you. So come on. He came in. I did a video before. I lost my audio. Lost the whole video. He came in. It's a sign on the door. Her too. Come on in. Look, y'all can't see. Look, hold on.
He can't read.
Look, family. There's a sign on my door that says DND.
And he
recording.
Here talking mess.
3 times this one boy has come. No, don't leave. Because on the other video, he was going all in my closet, and I was like, well, you in here now. Say hello to YouTube family. Say hello, family.
Yo, what's up,
YouTube back there in the corner. Get out. There's a sign on my door that says do not come in. Do not disturb.
I got what?
So, if you are new to Authenticity the Hard Way, there is no editing. This is my life. I don't edit because I really don't want to take time to do it. But this is real life. This is really what happens. Okay? There's a sign on the door, and that's his 3rd time coming in. If you are in a place, I couldn't make this up. If you are in a place where you are trying to start again, and you keep getting interrupted, you might need to leave this place and Go do your recording. I love it. I love it. And I was actually frustrated because the first one I did, he did, and I was like, man, that was good. I would love for that to be, on the channel. And I was like, well, I can't because I lost audio. And it was like, well, it's over. I can't. And for him to come back again, that's good. That's precious. I love it. But yeah, if you are in relationships and that relationship is not going to allow you to evolve, to become new, to start again, you need to get out of that relationship because it will not. You cannot become who you are trying to become in a relationship that won't allow your becoming. That's good. Period. Allow yourself to change. Now, allowing yourself to change means that you have to get rid of the habits and the behaviors of that old version of yourself. And only you know what that is. Only you know. And that's going to be hard. If and I'll just use myself, if drinking has become a problem for you, like everyone around you is drinking and it's triggering you, like, because we live in an apartment complex and I'm an empath and I feel and thoughts and everything, like everybody here is in here and in here. And it's triggers. And that is what I have been literally going head to head with this. And it's taking me, okay, I got to stay in the moment more so than ever before. I have to stay present more so than ever before. I have to monitor my thoughts more so than ever before. Because I don't want to I was sober for years. And then wham, it's become a problem. So it's back to basics. It's back to moment to moment. Case in point, I had in Arizona, that youngster, he bought me Arizona. And I forgot about it. I was sitting here just thinking. And I was like, oh, I got that Arizona in there. So I went in the refrigerator. I got it. And I was pouring it into a cup. And the thought shot through my head, you should put some tequila in it. Just like that. I put the can down, I put the cup down, and I stopped and took a breath. Whoa. And I had to address the thought. No. I don't want it. I don't want to do that. No. And if this is a problem for you, if you have this problem, and it's not, okay, so thank you. On Insight Timer, there is a meditation, there's a talk about a process to help yourself in times like that. And the process the acronym is SOBER. SOBER, and that is not being sober is not strictly for substance abuse or substance use or alcohol use. It's not just for that. It is for situations. Sober means you're sober minded, and you can be not sober minded with having negative thoughts flowing through your head. That you're not sober when those things are happening, or when you're full of heavy, dense, negative emotion. You are not sober. And that sober stands for S, stop. O, observe. B, breathe. E, expand. And come outside of that present trigger right there. Just expand yourself out of it and then respond. So for me in that moment, it was stop, observe. Did that really just happen? Breathe. Okay. Expand. Get out of that moment. What did I come in here for? I just wanted to get out of that moment and then respond. No. Finish pouring my Arizona. Rinse the can out. Put it in the bag. Come in my room and mind my business what I was doing before. Like that. That's it. If you take that little practice, that's a practice, a training into your every moment, right? Building yourself from a new place with tools to help you stay in the new version of yourself. Allowing yourself to change. You have to allow yourself to change. And allowing yourself to change looks like, no, I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be the woman or man that does that. I don't want to be him. I don't want to be her. I want to be me. I'm creating this newness, and I'm not creating this new version of myself with the crap from the old person. Whew. And then you got to get to know this new person that you're becoming. What do I like? Case in point, for all my life, pretty much, my favorite color was purple. Purple Rain, Prince. Everybody, purple. And then I started learning that colors meant, royalty, the spirituality, and all these things. And then slowly within the last 6 years, red started catching my attention. And I was like, I like red. Red is fire. Like, I like red. But there was something inside of me that kept saying, purple is our favorite color. But it's 1,000 colors. Why I only have to like one? Because I had such a narrow view of myself. I was I lived like this much was me. Afraid to take up space. This is bad enough I'm 5'2". Look. It's bad enough I got to be this short. You mean I can only be this wide too? That's where I was. Like, I was really afraid to change my favorite color. And then one day I said, red is my favorite color. And that boy that just came in, he was like, no, it's not, it's purple. And my other son was like, your favorite color is purple. It could be red. It could be purple. It could be, why I have to have one favorite color? See, this is the stepping into a new version of yourself, and then you begin to ask yourself questions like, why can't I have a different color as a favorite color? Or why do I have to have a favorite color? Why can't I just love them all? It's stuff like that. Why not? Why can't I? So another thing is, like, I just get up in the morning and because I have hot flashes in my body, just do go all that. So putting on a shirt, I don't like sleeves because I can't, it make me hot. And so I just get up and throw on my house clothes. Girl, why won't you get up and get dressed? And see, I'm on the same wavelength with my daughter, because she just started getting up and doing her nails and doing her hair and all these things. And when we used to sit up and just look like, anyway. And I saw she start, putting on her perfume and I'm like, yeah, girl, get up. Because I had put myself in this. Now when I became a mother, I start taking my focus. As a teenager, I did that. Like, But when I became a mother, I boxed myself into this motherhood where, as a matter of fact, when I started making crystal jewelry, and wearing like beaded bracelets and stuff like that, one of my sons was like, "I've never seen you wear jewelry like that." Because I had locked myself into this version that didn't get dressed anymore. Didn't, just, I'm not going out, so why should I get dressed? Because you're worth getting dressed for, fool. You're worth getting dressed for. So, this is me. This right now. I look good. This is me getting into that. Becoming the new. Allowing myself to expand. Learning. Becoming new. And asking myself, girl, what you want to do? Do your nails today? What color we want to do? Purple? No. Like changing the style of earrings I wear, right? Forever, it's just been little things like this. But why? Take up some space. Put some big ones on. Get up, put a little bit of lipstick on, come in here and write dressed up. See if it don't change your writing style. You know what I'm saying? Allow yourself to become new. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Not what do you have to do. I want to go outside and walk around the block. Get up and go outside and walk around the block, but it's hot. It's going to be hot tomorrow too. Just get up and explore your life. Explore. Be like a child again. And so the kind of example that I'm running out of battery. This example the Spirit gave me. You're in a new house. This is becoming new, right? Throw out the trash. Don't be so quick to redecorate. Throw out the trash. The trash would be all those old behaviors, vices, attitudes, thought processes, friends, family, clothes if you have to. Not your clothes. I mean, sit around looking at it. And don't be so quick to redecorate. Sit in the expansion of nothingness and allow your mind to become new. Stop buying the same type of furniture. Stop buying the same type of clothes. Get some different colors. Get a different style. Stop thinking that way. Start thinking higher thoughts, more expansive thoughts, lighter thoughts. You understand? That's good. Like, live something new. And then, finally, and I had to go to Google for this, hustle and grind. No. Hustle and grind culture. No. We're not bringing that into this newness. Why? Because we're staying present. We're staying aware. I asked Google, what are the dangers of the hustle and grind culture? Google said hustle and grind culture promotes toxic productivity, equating a person's worth with their professional output. Its primary dangers include severe mental health deterioration like chronic burnout and anxiety and depression, physical risks from prolonged sleep deprivation, and the erosion of essential relationships and work-life boundaries. That one of those essential relationships is that relationship with yourself. Look, listen. Stop forcing yourself to do stuff. We're not hustling no more. No more hustling, grinding. No more. Flow. Attract. proves trust that whatever you need is going to come to you without you destroying yourself to get it. Allow, attract, be present in the here and now, and live your life experience with life. Because you're a spiritual being having a human experience. Have that experience with life. Life is not a bad word. Life is life, and it will give you all that you need to be all that you can be. Take it easy. Be gentle. Let your actions be from a place of love, compassion for yourself first. Don't be so quick to run and help somebody else and you won't help yourself. Huh? That's it. That's all. Go back to basics. Allow yourself to change. Allow yourself to become new. In the past, right here, right now. It's a clean slate. And you get to choose with wisdom and clarity and love and compassion for self. You get to choose what you fill yourself with this new person, this new version. You choose who and how he or she is. I love y'all. The next episode we'll be talking about where authenticity came from and where it's going. No, it's not. We're not even talking about authenticity. We're talking about the umbrella that authenticity the hard way comes up under. I'm not going to give you the name, but it's good. And I'm growing. I'm expanding. So as I'm growing and expanding, so is my platform. And I'm excited. I'm so excited. Join me. And actually, the title of it is going to be, let's talk about revelations. I love y'all. Thank you for staying with me. And if you want some more information about these that Spirit gave me, shoot me an email. I'll send it back. Love you.